Hey my beautiful Pisces peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with the week of the 20th through the 26th of November. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Do want to mention before we start, if you're interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description box below if you're interested. But Team Pisces, let's see what's going on here for the fish. Hopefully you guys are doing well and we'll see what's going on here for your week ahead, okay? So what's going to be coming on in here for the zodiac signs of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout the week here of the 20th through the 26th. What do we have in store here for our lovely fish? Pisces, overall energy for you is going to be the Seven of Pentacles. Taking a look at the current energy, we have here the Eight of Wands. What it is you're dealing with, we have here the Ten of Cups. And then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Ace of Swords in the upright position as well. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. Excuse me, guys. Starting out here first and foremost, we do start out here with the Seven of Pentacles. Now, this is a card that could represent waiting and being very patient, but I also like to look at it as the card about what kind of seeds are you planting. You know, the Seven of Pentacles is about making investments and planting seeds and inevitably hoping to have a really good harvest once those seeds are fully grown. So I think that a lot of you guys are kind of looking at what type of seeds you want to plant here this week, you know, looking at what you're dealing with. Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely trying to make things happen, Pisces. Eight of Wands is all about making things grow, making things happen, moving your energy into a different direction. So let's say, for example, if you're planting seeds right now for a new kind of career, you could be sprouting that right now, planting those right now, hoping that they sprout. You might be planting seeds in the retrospect of self-evolution and change. And, you know, right now it could be something to do with your personal path or with your relationship. But I do feel like goals are definitely coming into play here this week. You have your eyes and your mind set on something here very clearly, looking at what you're dealing with. Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're looking here at what is going to bring in the ultimate fulfillment, you know? So what would make me the happiest? What would make me feel like I'm living my best life? Would it be about having the best relationship with my partner? Would it be about having the best career? Would it be about living in the best area or making certain changes? And when they're applicable, I'll feel happy, I'll feel good. So you're trying to figure out here, what seeds exactly do I need to plant? But I think you're going to have a pretty massive realization, and I like this one for you. Looking at the outcome here, Ace of Swords, you're going to start to begin to realize something. Despite how many seeds I may plant, and despite how much I may acquire and accumulate to my own success and to the ideology of living my best life, the realization is that if I want to be happy, I just have to give myself permission. And I think that that's a wonderful thing that many Pisces are going to start to realize here coming into this week, because you can be in the journey and still be happy throughout the entire journey and not only give yourself permission to be happy when you've reached the destination. You know, what I've learned a lot of my journey is that the destination doesn't always mean everything. Sure, you might be happy when you complete a goal, but what happens every single time you end up completing some sort of goal? Instantaneously, you're ready to set up another one. You're ready here to say, fuck it, let's go even higher, you know? So maybe you set a goal to make $80,000 this year. That's fantastic. That's great money, right? But next year, I want to make $100,000, you know? So you might hit that goal, but another goal is going to come anyways. So why can we only give ourselves permission to be happy when we achieve a goal? Because that happiness will be super temporary, because then we want to cap it up more. We want to get more, right? Now, if we just said, screw it, the journey here to making the $80,000 might be a little bit hard, but at the end of the day, despite it being the journey, I can still say right now, hey, I'm happy that I'm working my butt off to reach a goal, right? And I think that that's what it really comes down to. So I feel like instead of looking at what can I do to improve my life? What can I do right now to change everything? What can I do right now to be happy, you know? It's this realization that comes in of like, oh, wait, I could just be happy now. I can stop looking at other things that are outside of myself and say, if I have this, I'll be happy. If I have this person, I'll be happy. If I have this money, I'll be happy. It's like, sure, it'll add a little bit of happiness temporarily, but you could also just choose to say, hey, I'm going to choose to be positive. I'm going to hone in on the energy of happiness from within, and I'm going to make this conscious choice from here on out to be happy with life and to be grateful that I'm living. And you know what? I have goals that I'm working towards, but I'm going to learn to enjoy the journey rather than just the destination. And I'm giving myself the permission right now to be happy with life. I don't need it no longer to depend on what it is I acquire, but I can be happy because I so choose to. because happiness at the end of the day is indeed a choice here, Team Pisces, okay? All right, I know I went on a tangent, so let's keep it moving forward and get some more information for you. Now, what might be the challenge here for Piscean peeps coming on in this week to the week of the 20th? What is going to be some challenges coming in, or the challenge? What do we got? Two of Wands, opening up a doorway to whatever path may be the greatest path. I think that some of you find a challenge here where it's like, well, what is that ticket to what's going to make life really great? Or what do I want to do with my life? I do think it goes back to the realization once again that you can choose to be happy and affirm it right now rather than having to give yourself permission when you achieve something. But I think that to a degree too, Pisces, you would like to know though, what's the next step? Some of you, I feel, can be nearing the ending of a cycle with something. You can be nearing the ending of a cycle in love, the end of a cycle in career, the end of a cycle in a friendship. So you might be asking yourself, what is that next chapter? And that's okay to ask yourself that question. I would say if you don't know what that next chapter is, let yourself let go anyways of what isn't serving and go with the flow. You'll figure it out. Inevitably, that new chapter will open up for you nonetheless. There won't be much you really have to do other than just be open to it. So if you find yourself a little confused on what's the next step, like what's my next chapter in life, I wouldn't say rush to find out what it is, In a way, it's like enjoy the journey, right? And that chapter will come on in for you. So Pisces, I would say try to slow down a bit. Enjoy where life is at. Take the changes, with the way they come in, right? Roll with the changes, if you will. And allow yourself to be in a flow state, Whatever comes, comes. I wouldn't have any expectations. I just live life and try to be as peaceful as you can and focus on choosing happiness as much as you can here. Choosing happiness as much as you can here in your life at this time, okay? All right, though, Pisces, moving on forward, let's see what you can expect throughout the rest here of the week of the 20th. What else can Pisces expect here? Coming on into this week, first card out is going to be the Page of Swords. Okay, Page of Swords is an interesting one because this is kind of naturally known in the tarot community as the stalker card, if you will. Now, for me personally, I don't always look at it as that. Somebody could be keeping an eye on you for sure, but it also could represent hesitation. Okay, so a couple of things I'm noting here so far. There could be somebody who is hesitant to reach out to you. There might be somebody who has their eye on you this week, or their eyes on you this week, but ultimately they're not reaching out. Why is that the case? Let's take a look here. Why is somebody here watching Pisces, but a little nervous or hesitant to reach out? And we have here the Death card. Could be a Scorpio possibly, but the Death card represents things have changed. Someone here may feel awkward energy with you, Piscean, and that's why they could be afraid to reach out to you. They may feel like things have changed, or you've changed, or your perception of this person has changed. So I think that somebody here is kind of wrapped up really in their head a little bit about you, and somebody's in their head about you, and they're scared to approach you because maybe they feel that your feelings about them have changed. Does that make sense? So this could be somebody you connected with romantically. Maybe you've been talking to somebody for a while. Then suddenly they might feel some type of way and think that you may not like them anymore. They may think that your feelings about them has changed, and that's why they're not reaching out to you. They're kind of hoping you reach out to them, though, is something I'm seeing. So that's an interesting thing to expect this week, but that can be showing up here for you at this time. It also could be about, though, somebody who maybe you've had a bit of a falling out with. They may want to pursue reaching out to you this week as well, but due to the nature of fear of how you'd respond, they may not approach you at this time. So somebody here doesn't feel comfortable to approach you. I think it has a lot to do with what's going on inside their head. What's going to pan out with this situation, though? What is going to pan out with this situation for Pisces? Five of Wands here. We also have here the Queen of Cups. I honestly get the sense here that this person's dealing with a lot of internalized conflict, but by them not reaching out to you, Pisces, Queen of Cups, you're not really affected. You're unaffected here. And with the Ace of Cups showing up right now, you're really focused on filling up your own cup this week. So I kind of get the feeling that somebody may be in their head about you, but you may not know that they're in their head about you, period, because they're not going to reach out. So that can be happening. If you have an inkling to who this person is, chances are that's who it is. If your intuition's kind of buzzing right now about somebody in specific, you're like, oh yeah, that's probably, Michael or Jason or some shit. And you can feel like it might be them. It's probably them. You don't have to necessarily engage in this, Pisces, but if you want to reach out to them, you may uncover some stuff. If you kind of want to leave it be, it's your choice. So just throwing that out there, definitely something interesting to expect. But moving forward, what else do we have for Pisces to expect here this week? We have here the Nine of Pentacles. I like it. Pisces, I think for a good amount of you, if you're not in a relationship, you're obviously single, but I think that for some of you, the main reason why you're single is you're choosing to be. You might be at a point in time in your life where you did a bit of self-analysis and recognize that being single right now is what suits me. It gives me the time here to evolve my life, to figure out how I'm going to find the happiness within myself, to elevate my career, etc. So, you may be single by choice here at this time. And that may be something to be expected this week. You can be choosing that. So some of you might be making that conscious choice to remain single. I also want to say here, though, too, confidence level, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles really does represent a good amount of confidence. So you may be feeling very confident this week in your ability here, whether we're talking about your confidence in the ability to conduct business, confidence in how you talk to people, confidence in how you get to know people, or confidence genuinely within yourself. I feel like there is a confidence boost here showing up, too. All right. Now, and what else you can expect here? We have a Five of Swords. We have a Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, fighting for what you need to prioritize and what your needs are. That's going to be a major highlight this week, guys. I think fighting for the prioritization of you. I think that you're going to be standing up for yourself. You're going to be fighting for yourself. You're like, this is what I need. These are my needs, and I'm going to make sure that they get very well taken care of. So you can expect seeing that here too. That change in your behavior is going to be about putting yourself first. And maybe you haven't put yourself first in quite some time. I think it's a water sign thing. I think water signs in general have often found themselves in positions to where they've put other people or external things above their needs of their own. But you're going to be at a point this week where you are placing yourself first, Pisces, and it's going to feel pretty damn good here to see your needs getting met. All right. We also have here the Nine of Cups. Yep. As I mentioned, it feeling pretty damn good. Here's the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups represents fulfillment. So pretty interesting things to expect, but in this portion of the reading, it's kind of like whatever comes up, comes up. So these are some things you can expect here showing up this week. Okay. So just some things to be aware of in general, Pisces. All right. But let's go ahead and move forward. What I'm going to do here now, Pisces, is I'm going to go over your career, your love life, and what's going on with you personally. So let's take a look here into all that information. Now we're going to start out here with career. So what's coming in for career for Pisces? Moving into the week here of the 20th, what can Pisceans here expect with their career? Jumping on into this week, starting out with the first card, we have here the Judgment card. Looking at the next, the Five of Pentacles, and lastly for you Pisces, the Three of Cups. Very, very interesting. Now, Five of Pentacles to a Three of Cups could be a change in your finances, aka this could be a raise coming in from your job. If so, congratulations. There could be a raise or a promotion or something of that nature. You could be seeing a shift in what you're doing, so there could be a promotion happening here for some Pisces. Now, the Judgment card showing up as well is about giving somebody a chance. So I feel like this could be about a boss giving you a chance here with new responsibilities, aka promotion. Somebody may be giving you a chance here to work at a job, especially if you've been needing money. So for Pisces that haven't been employed, you may very well likely be getting employed here this week. Somebody's taking a chance on you. They want to work with you. There could be a lot of celebration coming in for getting a job with the Three of Cups. So if you've been having a hard time, Five of Pentacles, if it's felt like, oh my God, there's a lack of jobs out there. It feels like nobody's hiring. I've applied to like hundreds of applications, no responses, no interview. It might be nice here to be like, whew, I'm finally employed. I feel good. I'm happy about that. So you could be seeing that coming in here too. So for Pisceans that have been unemployed, you could be having employment show up here this week as well. So congratulations to you. I know it could be a little tough here in this day of age to get employed with a lot of the lack of jobs, or more so lack of jobs that meet your needs on a daily basis. So being able to be involved in that's good, So I love that for you, okay? But yeah, I think good vibes are happening here. If we're looking at the workplace, Pisces, if there's been any sort of weird energy, Five of Pentacles, if you felt a little bit isolated in the workplace, if you felt awkward, maybe there's been things going on with your coworker, maybe there's been drama, a lot of that stuff clears up this week in the week of the 20th. I see here with the Judgment card, the Judgment can represent people apologizing, recognizing that maybe their behavior wasn't on par, and they could be communicating with you in a positive way to try to turn things around with the Three of Cups. So there could be actually conflict resolutions happening here within the workplace this week as well. So something to note if that happens to be your situation, okay? All right, let's get on into what's going on in love. We're going to take a look here at single Pisceans first. So for the single Pisces, the single fish, what do we got showing up for you moving into this week? Is there any movement coming in for the single fish overall, or not overall energy, but first card out is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. Hello, opportunity arises. We have here the Hierophant, could be an opportunity with a Taurus, and then lastly Pisces, the Four Swords is showing up here too. So there seems to be an offer of commitment. Some of you single Pisces might turn that down. I did mention with the Nine of Pentacles earlier when I was looking into what you can expect that Pisces might be choosing to stay single by choice. So there could be an offer or an opportunity this week for the single Pisces where somebody's coming in and wants commitment with you with the Hierophant. I feel like you could be turning it down. Why would Pisces want to turn this down at this time? We have here the High Priestess. Yeah, High Priestess is just saying right now, I do want to kind of keep to myself. I do have tons of other things I want to focus on. High Priestess here says I'm at a point in time also where intuitively it just feels like the right choice for me. And my thing is you always got to go with what feels right. So if you are a Pisces who's single and you're choosing to stay single right now, not get engaged in romantic connections, you have every right to do that. And if that's what feels right for you, that's totally a-okay. Okay? So there could be a love offer this week, but you may end up turning it down as you want to focus on just being single and doing you. Now, for coupled Pisces, let's see what's going on over here. What do we got for Pisces couples coming into the week of the 20th? What's going on here for you guys? First card out is going to be a King of Pentacles. That's quite lovely here to see. Next card here is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. And lastly, the Empress showing up here too. Okay, okay, coupled Pisces. Let's go ahead and talk about this. I do want to note here with the Empress card and the King of Pentacles, if you have been saving up and making preparations for inviting a child into this world between you and your partner, if you've been thinking about trying for a baby, this could be the time here where not only are the finances in check and the preparations been in check, but the baby now could be in check too. So there could be pregnancy confirmation showing up this week here for Piscean couples. If that's the case, congratulations to you two. I really hope you're going to be very happy here going forward. So I wish nothing but happiness and health moving forward with the child. But of course, it's not going to apply to every Pisces couple. So if you're like, Aunt, I'm not trying to get pregnant, don't be bringing that shit into my reading. I understand it probably isn't your it probably isn't, your story anyways. This would be representative of the couples that are trying, not necessarily unexpected pregnancy and stuff of that nature. So do keep that in mind. Now, you got here a Knight of Pence, a King of Pence, and Empress. In a general way, you might notice this week, if you're a Pisces couple, how much you and your person have grown. There could be maybe a anniversary coming up this week, so that's why you could be reminiscing with your partner, and you might be like, man, do you remember when we got together on November 22nd or something, and it was all those years ago, it was like 5 years ago, and it's like, I can't believe how much we've grown. It might have been a little rough in the beginning of our relationship, we were getting to know each other, we were young, but now look how much we've matured, look how much our relationship has grown. It's like, I can't believe to look back at how far we've come. So I see something of that nature showing up here for coupled Pisces. There could be a lot of reflection. It doesn't have to be an anniversary, but there just could be reflection on the relationship for how much has grown, and you're really appreciative of it this week. I think that the two of you have become closer than ever, and it's really wonderful, and you're excited here for more growth for the future. So no complaints there on coupled Pisces. You guys are actually looking very, very solid. Now, hopping on into what's going on with you personally, let's have a look here, guys. What's going to be happening here for Pisces on a bit more of a personal level? Jumping into the week here of the 20th, what do we got for you? First card out is going to be the 10 of Pentacles. Next card out is going to be the Devil. And lastly, we have here a Wheel of Fortune showing up here as well. I would say here for what's going on personally, you are cleansing out the devil-like energy. The devil is the energy of feeling stuck and tied and bound. And when I reflect on the main situation that I spoke with you guys about, I told you how you were doing what you can to figure out what you need to be happy, what you need to live your best life. And I'm pretty sure what we went over was how you can choose happiness for yourself right now. You don't have to only grant yourself permission to be happy when there's success or when you've achieved some sort of goal. You can grant yourself permission to be happy right here and right now if you so choose to. And I see here with the Devil card, it's like you're no longer tied and bound to the idea that you need things that are outside of yourself in order to bring in the sense of fulfillment and to bring in happiness. You're recognizing happiness has always existed within me. One of the greatest ways that I like to look at this is that every emotion you've ever experienced, you know how that emotion feels. You know what it's like to be happy. You know what it's like to be sad. You know what it's like to feel humorous. You know what it's like to be angry. Every emotion that is within us or that we've experienced lives inside of us. So why can't we conjure up that emotion at any time we'd like to? Why can't we choose to sit in that emotional frequency anytime we would like to, right? We don't need external situations to bring us those feelings when those feelings already live within here, you know? So it's a great way to look at it. And I think here as well, Pisces, what I want to mention with the Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, the exciting things about what's going on with you personally is that you are noticing a pretty big change in yourself. You know, removing yourself from the devil, like, I need all this to make me happy, will keep you in a perpetual cycle of being unhappy, because it's like you're chasing a new high every time. Let's say you give yourself permission to be happy when you reach a goal. Cool, you've reached the goal. Now you're going to set out another goal, and then you're not going to be happy till you hit that one. So it puts you in a perpetual cycle of unhappiness, actually, rather than a cycle of happiness. So you're changing, your thoughts are changing, your perception is changing. Ten of Pentacles, you feel more stable than ever, and it's going to be a wonderful week ahead for you. I think that there's a great way of looking at everything now, you know, that's going to be helping you out a lot. Now, having a look at the overall outcome for the fish, let's take a look here, Pisces. What's going to be the overall outcome here for the fish? Jumping on into the week of the 20th. And what do we got? We got here the Two of Cups, and we also have here the Ten of Wands. I actually love this for you, Pisces, because you're moving out of this Ten of Wands energy into reconnecting with yourself. I did hear for some Pisces, you might feel like you have found yourself again, but whether or not that may be your words, it is the energy of feeling reconnected back into who you truly are, feeling grounded and centered in life again, and just overall feeling connected. You're not drowning in burdens, Pisces, with the Ten of Wands. You're not feeling so let down anymore. You're starting to see your scenarios change. And a lot of that has to do, of course, with the seeds you've planted, but you're no longer looking at planting seeds as what will give you the verification and validation to be happy. You're looking at planted seeds as an added bonus, right? So getting the things we want out of our life experience will be an added bonus to the happiness we choose to already sit in. And I think that for many of you, it's going to be a major, major glow up energy coming into this week. The moment you start to say, I choose to be happy going forward, and whatever else I may attain and whatever else I may work towards will just be an added bonus to my life. Okay? Pisces, this is a beautiful reading. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. It's very much appreciated. Of course, if you did enjoy your reading here for this week, please do drop a like and a comment down below. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. And of course, if anybody's interested in a personal reading, first link in the description below to my website. I'd be happy to take care of you guys over there. But Pisces, I love you. Enjoy your week, and I will see you all in the next one. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.